Hey guys, how's it going? Hopefully the weekend's going well for you. Getting ready to go to a softball game for my daughter here momentarily. Let's get this camera all set up so you guys can check it out. Very cool. Got a measuring tape. I'm curious on something real quick. All right. Thought those boxes look smaller. What's up, Mr. Perfect? Dude, I love the name, Mr. Perfect. I like it. I like it. Beautiful. From Austin, Texas. Man, you got up a little early. What are you, 2 hours behind, I believe, from Ohio? We're Eastern time. Awesome. So, I mean, just really cool stuff, man. I know a lot of people like reselling and, getting out there. I love doing auctions. I love going to storage wars, flea markets, Goodwill, Salvation Army, all that stuff you can make money in. So, just quick little background on me. You probably already know a lot of it, but I was in retail for 17 years. I mean, day in, day out. I remember when I was 15. Good morning, Just a Girl and her paper. When I was 15, I entered the retail world, and I started off as a cashier at Michael's Arts and Crafts. And in 6 months, went into management. So by the age of 16, I was already a key holder at the store. And I'm 37 now. So, I mean, you think back, this is a while back. Started at $5.15 an hour. So absolutely, today people be freaking out. How do I live on $5.15 an hour? But long story short, fast forward all the way. At my most recent job, I was over a six-figure salary, and it got to the point for me that I was missing so much stuff with my daughters. And, my family wasn't around a lot when I grew up. I moved out on my own when I was 15 years old. I had my full-time job, 15, living in my own apartment, trying to figure out life, growing up in the inner city of Toledo. And it was tough. It was hard. But I've always had that mentality that if I have everything, I have nothing. And when I have nothing, I have everything. So for me to walk away from my career in retail, my six-figure salary, it really wasn't as difficult as what most people would think. My wife thought I was crazy. She didn't want me to do it. How do you walk away from a big salary? But you fast forward almost 5 years later since I left my retail job, and doing retail for me is what I like to call it. And I just think to myself, like, how freaking awesome is it that I've never missed anything with my daughters at all since, I left. No dance recitals, no soccer, nothing. So, I mean, it's just been an absolute ride to make that jump. It was scary. Didn't know if it was going to pan out, but I always knew I could go right back into retail. If you're watching, you're probably really good at what you do. So if you decide to make that jump to try to do reselling, you can always go back, but at least you tried and you succeeded at failing, if that makes sense. At least you tried to do it. So, so BULQ, they did not sponsor this video or anything like that. This is just something that I wanted to do for you guys. But BULQ is a online reseller, but they're actually owned by Toro, and Toro handles the reverse liquidations for a lot of companies out there. So they lease out their program to other companies, so then they get all this merchandise in from Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know if they do Walmart, Jet.com. I think Jet.com was purchased by Walmart. Target, Bed Bath & Beyond. And there's just literally hundreds of these. It's $1 trillion industry worldwide. I mean, it's absolutely insane how much merchandise is flowing on the market out there that you guys can purchase at pennies on the dollar. So you'll get in what you'll get out what you put in to being a reseller. It's a lot of money you can make. To think that I started from my basement and now own, a 7,000 square foot warehouse with multiple employees and looking at building my next warehouse next door, and to have a TV series out of it, I would have never guessed it in 1,000 years if you'd have told me 4 or 5 years ago, hey, Chuck, if you jump ship, here's what's waiting for you at the end. Here's what's going to wait for you once your parachute opens. Man, I would have never guessed that. But it's been an amazing ride so far. So I encourage you guys, whether it's in reselling or something else, you have a gift, you have a talent, pursue it. Life's too short. Don't know if there's anything after this or if you're going to get reincarnated. I don't know. But get out there, pursue your dream. It doesn't have to be in reselling. So this BULQ case, for my numbers for you guys, is $176 on this carton. And all in was $212. That's including the shipping and the fees they do for you. And I do find it interesting that the cartons are smaller, which is probably a good thing, because you would get cartons from BULQ that were much bigger. They were originally 24, 20, 23. And like I said, it's been a while since I bought from BULQ because I buy semi-loads now. But you look at this is a 20 by 18 by 22. So you're losing a couple inches, but it is what it is. So we'll get into this. I have not opened this yet. Have not opened this carton yet. And let's see what's in it. So this is a brand new carton from BULQ. And it is supposed to be toys. Now BULQ has a 98%, I should say, 98% accuracy on their manifest. So if there is a difference of what condition is in here or if something's missing, you can actually reach out to BULQ and they will credit you money back to your credit card, right? So, which is cool. But the thing that sucks with any company that you end up doing business out there with is if you're hoping for that really high dollar item in this carton and it's damaged or not there, you know, you're going to get pennies back on the dollar for that item, right? So if you paid 3 cents on the dollar, 10 cents on the dollar, or in this case, this carton, 30 cents on the dollar, and it's a $100 item, you know, it's going to go based on how much that item impacted that entire manifest, if that makes sense. So you're not going to recoup that $100 item. It's going to be pennies on the dollar of that $100 item, right? So I'm not going to go through and tell you how much every single item is worth. It's just, I'm not going to waste your guys' time. And I have until 11 o'clock because I got to get to my daughter's softball game. Doubleheader today. Let's hope they win it. Go Genoa. So we'll look, if it has a clearance sticker, I'll tell you how much it was originally. And then I'll tell you what I believe we are selling them for, because we just have, we have pallets and pallets of toys in right now. Now's the time, if you are a reseller, snatch them toys up. You know, you're going to get the toys right now out there in the open market, whether you're going through, you know, via trading or liquidation.com, or if you're going through BStack, BULQ. My very first company that I had purchased merchandise from, I believe it was in 2015, was Genco Marketplace. I think they're still in business, but their entire internet site is completely gone. It doesn't even exist anymore. But you can go to them, and I think you can still call them and order merchandise. But I like seeing my merchandise, and I like knowing that I get a manifest with it too. So the first thing, we have the Funkoverse strategy game. You know, this here has the original price for $24.99. And again, don't quote me. You guys can easily access your internet and find it. But I believe we are selling these for like $15. So there's already a $10 difference in terms of what we sell them for. And then our next thing is War with Evil Power Master. So these have an original price of $24.99. These are from Z-Man Games. So even though it's brand new, we're not authorized to sell Z-Man at Amazon. And I would encourage you guys too, if you do sell at Amazon and you deal with liquidation merchandise, be extremely selective on what you send to Amazon. You can make way more money at Amazon than a lot of other places, unless you sell locally or whatnot. But if you want to move merchandise very, very quickly, you have to have the integrity and honesty, you know, when you're selling on Amazon, of what you're sending them. One, you don't want to screw someone else over. Two, you'll get kicked off real damn quick and get suspended forever. So be careful selling on Amazon. You know, if you focus on that Poshmark or eBay or Facebook Marketplace, it's a much safer place to sell in terms of compared to the standards that Amazon will set. But this would be something brand new that you could send. Unfortunately, we are not one of those resellers that are authorized. And there's a lot of places out there that you can buy merchandise directly from a distributor or manufacturer or whatever it might be. You'll pay a lot more for it. Oh man, Entertainment Earth is a good one. We do a lot of business with them, but you might be looking at 60, 70, 80 cents on a dollar to get merchandise in. But it's going to be the hot new merchandise that's coming in right from Mattel, Hasbro, and any company out there you can imagine. You know, it could be Dyson or Instapots or, you know, Black & Decker, whoever it might be. You can get the merchandise from them if you pony up the cash. Anyone's going to sell to you. Trust me. I've been there. I've looked everywhere. I've contacted numerous places. So if we come across, it looks like there's a whole bunch more in here. It may be more beneficial for you to take these and lock them together and sell an entire pack of them, you know, 10, 12 of them on eBay or another site, and that's going to save you a ton of money on shipping. Or you can always sell them on it, especially since we got $212 into it and it's valued at over $600. So we got some more of the Z games. And then we got some more, another Z games. We got 3 of those so far. And then we have some of the 4-pack Senate slimes from Whimsigo. I think she's some type of YouTuber. I don't know. She's probably super popular. More popular than me, I'm sure. 25 Outlaws, Old West Poker with Outlaw Rules. So this right here is $19.99 was the original price on it. Does have some damage to it and it's supposed to be new. So in the end, if I feel it's worth making a lot, you know, that's something I can reach out to them. But again, remember, you know, you're recouping the value off that $19.99, which we paid 30 cents on the dollar. So it's not going to be worth a ton of money. Plus they get a 2% difference, right? So it's not going to be that big of a deal with that. So we may not even waste our time on it. So we got a ton more of these Pokemons. So we got all these Pokemon collector card cases. Again, these are $7 a piece. So now we're up to 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, these are $7 a piece. So now we're up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 10 of those packs. And again, I would lot those together to save on the shipping cost of what it's going to run for us to send it. So we got Risk, official board game. These are $19.99 is what it's labeled. I believe these are only going for 10 or 12 bucks online. So on eBay, it won't be worth shipping because this is probably 2 or 3 pounds in weight. And that's not going to fit in a pound is the maximum cost of that original A box. So you can go up to 15 pounds and still only get charged for a 2-pound rate. So this is not going to fit in that, unfortunately. And I would say what it's valued at, it's not even worth shipping. But if it can go to Amazon, this may only run you $7 and you still make $5 on it. But we started recently opening up our warehouse to let people come in and shop. And that's been nice to be able to not ship it. And then you're selling the stuff locally, which is pretty awesome. So we got Go Trio, a little game there. And the big version of it is some pretty good money, like $50. But unfortunately, that is the small version. So we got some more of that slime that we got in. Game of Thrones Mega Constructs. So we have 2 of those. This Lamo, I think he's a YouTuber too. I'm not 100% certain on that, but they're not worth anything. I mean, this will just go in our $2 pile. Another board game of War with the Evil Power Masters. So there's a little bit of money there. Now these Tro sets, they're not worth shit. I'll keep it real with you guys. I think they're on Amazon right now for $5.99 and in eBay for $7.99. These weigh approximately 5 ounces each. So what we ended up doing was $3 a piece or 4 for 10. Some of them you might be able to send in. We've had pretty good success early on with these on eBay. We would lot them in, 3, 4, 5, 10 different pieces and then sell them online. And then the market just absolutely tanked out from underneath of them, so they weren't worth a ton. So it is what it is on that. And another Pokemon pack. Doing one big lot of those Pokemon packs just to get rid of them. And then we got these little Ponzi's, I believe is what they're called. So this one's Sky Pocket and a couple of little names. So these are another item. Toy, some slime, and then the Mad Matter, and finally the final thing, the Outlaws. So the only thing in there that was really worth even claiming is this Outlaw game, and it's still sealed, just a little hole on it. But for me, it's not even worth the time to go ahead and file that claim. And then that's the box. And then the most exciting thing is I love these boxes. If I could buy these boxes from them guys, I would. They're super heavy duty for me to ship out. So love the box. Absolutely love the box. So there it is, guys. You know, will I make money on it? I'll at least break even for sure. But there's definitely some money to be made on it. And it just depends how long I'll end up sitting on all of this merchandise. Time will tell. So besides that, you know, if anyone has any questions, you know, feel free and text them over. Or you can message me privately, and I'll be happy to answer any questions with getting into their resale business. But overall, you know, not too bad of a shipment. And then this Tuesday, is the final episodes of A&E's Extreme Unboxing. Be sure to tune in at 10 p.m. Eastern Time and 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time to check out the final episodes. I know the first episodes is an adult toy shipment. They allowed us to order a pallet of adult toys. So I'm super excited to see what all makes it and what doesn't. I had to be very, very G-rated in that episode. And then the final episode, which is perfect timing, is all about Halloween. So the final episode is a big Halloween shipment, and I'm really hoping that Chris gets to wear the freaking awesome outfit that showed up on that shipment. So be sure to tune in that. But if no one has any questions about anything with the weather changing, it's supposed to be like 80 degrees. All right. Well, if no one has any questions, then I will bounce out of this place. So I hope you guys have a great Sunday. I appreciate you tuning in and checking out everything that was in this BULQ.com carton. Like I said, overall, pretty good carton to start off with. So if you're looking to jump and ship and maybe trying this before you do, buy a couple cartons. That's what I did before I ended up leaving my company. Was I kind of transitioned from buying all that stuff, not working, and then doing this full time out of my basement originally. So I appreciate you guys watching. You guys have a great weekend. Thanks.